As always, we are joined by Greg Shoemaker of TriStateFootball.com with our weekly preview of games that are compelling this weekend in high school football. Let's just say you have a limited time and money. Give us your money games. What would you pay to see this week?
Well, starting in Indiana, East Central and Franklin County. And Franklin County has got 23 seniors, and this is their year. They're number 18th in the AP poll in Indiana in Class 4A. Right now, East Central is sitting at number 9 in the AP and the coaches poll, despite the loss to Sycamore last week. So I look at that game, and here's the other thing, Papo. This is one of those games Franklin County, the Wildcats must have. They've got 15 straight losses to East Central, dating back to 1999 was the last time they beat them. So it's a huge day for Franklin County. They think they can finally top East Central in the EIAC, so we'll go from there. Now, switching over to the Kentucky side of the river, the one I really like is Cooper is taking on Campbell County. Cooper has Northern Kentucky's top-rated defense. They've only allowed 13 points in 3 games. It's pretty good. Now, the other thing is Campbell County, they've got
skunked Boone County last week.
Skunked Boone County last week, and Campbell County got shut out in their opener to Cove Calf, but since has won 2 games and beat New Calf and put up 47 points last week. Tyler, this is a game where you've got 2 reigning Player of the Years for their district. Tyler Morris at Cooper was the Region 5, Class 5A Region District 5. Oh, it's Class 5A Region 5 Player of the Year last year in Kentucky, and then Tyler Durham at Campbell County was the Class 6A District 6 Player of the Year in in Northern Kentucky. So the one thing, it's a rare that you get to see juniors coming back that have been in that position before. So that's worth the matchup just to me to go see. And Tyler Durham, maybe the biggest, fastest runner, the hardest to bring down in Northern Kentucky, that's for sure. He's had 219 yards and 215 yards rushing in the last 2 weeks.
And he was a Player of the Week nominee as well, it should be noted. Baden at Edgewood, a couple more undefeated teams.
Not only that, each one of them are averaging over 50 points a game. The winner of this comes out of their non-conference schedule at 3-0, a huge boost, because when you go to the GCL, like Baden's going to be doing, you know, you've got to win some games preseason. Each team's averaging over 300 yards a game rushing the ball, and I look for the Edgewood the offensive line to really make their impact as the game wears on in this game. Check out 2 players, Austin Ryman from Baden. He's got over 300 all-purpose yards, and his teammate Nick Brown has also got over 300 all-purpose yards going into this game so far on the season. And then A.J. Pyrat for Edgewood. He's one of those all multi-purpose players, does everything on offense, defense, and special teams. Look for him to have a big game as well.
Then we have Goliath versus Goliath.
Absolutely.
Coleraine St. X.
Coleraine St. X. And this is an interesting stat for you. 54 wins in Tom Bolden's career at Coleraine. 8 losses, 6 of them have been to Steve Specht at St. Xavier. So it's trying to get over the hump here for Tom Bolden. I like this team a lot. They have a lot of weapons, the Cardinals do. The one thing about St. X is they're giving up a ton of points. I think almost 30 points a game and 300-plus yards. That's not going to fly. If they want to be in this ball game with Coleraine and all their weapons, they've learned to stop the triple option. They've figured that out. That's not a problem for the Bombers. What they're going to have to learn to do now is try to stop the passing game of Coleraine, something they haven't had in a long time.
A lot of the points that St. X gave up were to Middletown.
Yes, and again, a running team, and that's a scary thought. The one thing I do like about St. X is their demeanor. They seem to have a way that, even if it's a tough game, they're going to be right there and clawing you at you. They're tough all the way through and through a ball game.
And those middies are back with another tough test this week at Winton Woods.
Winton Woods, Jalen Marshall's their all-time leading rusher, 3,715 yards for him, and climbing. He's headed to Ohio State. He'll play receiver there. And if you've never seen him, Denny, he's worth the price of admission. I've seen him a handful of times, and I just love to watch this kid. Great football player. Makes a difference. You know, anytime you can run for 595 yards in back-to-back games versus Moeller and St. Xavier, that's pretty impressive.
We will, of course, have more previews on Channel 9, and you can read all about Greg's prognostications at WCPO.com. Don't miss it.